Stefanos, as a head of business development in a rapidly evolving market, what are the key factors that you consider when adapting technology strategies to suit diverse emerging markets, especially here in regions like Latin America?
Extremely important to have the technology to be tailored, to fit the specific needs. You mentioned Latin America. We can touch base on Brazil. Of course, we're in Brazil. And I think it's not only important, to understand that, let's say, we have a global solution, right? We translate it to Portuguese, we translate it to Spanish for Latin America. I don't think it's enough, right? You need to have a local approach, right? So localization of the product, customization of the product is extremely important, okay? And this is one of our main scopes in Betby. What we're localizing the product. I can give you a couple of examples. Apart from having, regional approach on, let's say, football, okay? Like football is number one sport, okay? The king of sports. You have the local approach, regional leagues, okay? State leagues, okay? Copa do Brasil, all these different offering. But in the same time, it's about the market offering. It's about something different like localization in terms of additional content, okay? And like recently, we're doing a lot of vaquejada. Vaquejada is very important in the north of the country, right? We know that, we have public there, we have traffic there, so we understand how important it is for the operator to have this localized approach, right? So we tailor the solution to fit the requirements of our partners, okay? Apart from the vaquejada, we recently released the electronic vaquejada, our Betby.Games, our award-winning product, which is something that no one else is doing in the industry. So this exclusive content that fits in the region of north of Brazil, but in the Brazilian market is something very exclusive that help us like localize the solution,
What technological innovations do you believe are most crucial to creating a competitive edge for sportsbooks in the high growth regions, and how do you prioritize these developments?
Yeah, I touch base on the localization, right? So localization of the product comes with a lot of technology behind, right, and a lot of the proper development that you require in order to fit the requirements of the local operators, right? So apart from that, I believe a very crucial part is AI, right? We have developed incorporate AI on the day-to-day management, right, of the traffic, day-to-day risk management, trading, but in the same time, we give a personalized approach on the front end, right? So when the user comes in our solution and see the sports betting side, he gets like a tailored solution based to his needs, right? So we have data, we know his betting pattern, we know the sports that he enjoys betting, and we give the personalized content, based on his needs. So I think I'm not gonna go into deeper on AI, but I believe it's fundamental in terms of the day-to-day operation, risk management, trading, but as I said, as well in terms of localizing the solution, different offering, also on having some analytics, a lot of personalization of the customer in terms of betting tips. So we incorporate AI on giving personalized betting tips based on statistics as well on the most important sports.
And given the central role of data in business development, how do you leverage data and analytics to identify new opportunities and optimize performance for operators in these emerging markets like Brazil and Latin?
Yeah, data is extremely powerful nowadays, right? So everyone is trying to leverage data analytics. So it is something that we also use in terms of analyzing the data that we receive from the operator side. For example, we analyze the traction we get, for example, on the betting tips, right? How many people also utilize Bet Builder. In the same time, in terms of acquisition and retention of the traffic, we have different banners that the operator can position, as well on external pages to cross-sell players from casino to sportsbook or other vertical external pages like affiliates, tipping sites. So we also get analytics, we get this data, we present it to the operators to help them as well, like drive acquisition or as well retention, how they retain the client once he's in the sportsbook, right? Betting tips I touched base earlier, based on AI, all this engagement of the players, that we have some data that shows us the percentage, let's say that 35% of the players actively are using this section, which give us a very good understanding about prioritizing as well in terms of future development, right?
And with the increasing importance of AI that we are talking so much here and automation in iGaming, how do you see these technologies influencing your approach to business growth and operation efficiency, particularly when scale in new region?
Yeah, I mean, briefly I touched base on AI. I think many companies as well shifted their focus on AI and the importance that it takes on the operation side. Just to mention, I said briefly, risk management trading, extremely important. Building alerts, AI alerts, bots that help us understand suspicious betting activity, sharp players. So there is a lot of AI that help us on the operation to optimize, right? To drive efficiency. At the same time, a lot of reports that we have implemented on our back office. You can find value about 10 players, lifetime value, which gives a very good tool in the hands of our operators to understand which are the right players to target in order to retain them and not allow them to become churn, in the long term. And I would say AI will also be playing a bigger part in our company. In terms of Betby, we have AI Labs, which is, I would say, a new department that has been incorporated in our structure within the last 6 months. And we really pretty much put a lot of focus on AI. And I think it's something that will elevate as well our offering, which is we have a lot of unique exclusive content. As I said, Betby.Games, which in reality is based on AI. Okay, it's our award-winning electronic leagues, virtual esports, I like to call it. So like 2 days ago, we received the award from SiGMA, about the best esports product. So I think this is another very good indication. Our product is top notch, and we are also trying to optimize AI just to improve and create additional titles, additional offering, and meet, the requirements of the local partners, but as well have a worldwide approach.